everybody. So today is Saturday. That means it's time for family movie night. And this week we're starting a month and a half of what I call Hidden Gem Rom-Coms. And if you're a fan of Hallmarkies podcast, you've heard a lot about Mixed Baggage this year. It's one of my favorite TV rom-coms I've ever seen. One of my favorite rom-coms I've ever seen. Absolutely loved this film. I thought the script was just about perfect. And I've been able to have the writer, Ali Kilmari, on the podcast.
Always loved romantic comedy, and it's always sort of been the genre I've been most attracted to writing, and probably the one that I'm best suited for. But it has been just the way that the industry has been. Those movies just like weren't getting made for a really long time. And outside of Hallmark, there just wasn't a lot of space for romantic comedy.
Been able to have Leanne Lapp on, the main lead actress. And it was an interesting role playing Evie because you were the only one, I think, to interact with all of the 5 other leads.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
I think I did. I know. I remember feeling like happy about that just in terms of shooting.
I guess Jake barely had a scene with Michael, just like a very brief,
little one.
But everybody else had their individual plots, but you had to have kind of chemistry and a friendship with everybody.
Yeah. Well, it was easy. It was so easy. It really was. First of all, there's something about shooting a movie in the summertime. We shot it in July and August. There's something about shooting in the summertime that really feels like adult summer camp.
And I've had Shaughnessy Redden and Shannon Baker on, who play Michael and Barbara. And I loved their relationship. Their relationship might be my favorite of the 3.
Farhad Man's, the director, is like an Emmy award-winning director. So I was just really happy to be on set.
Yeah. What do you think, Shaughnessy, of the script when you first read it?
It definitely different than Hallmark because there was a lot more side stories in this one that got more depth into them, the other romances and things like that. But the writing is still fairly close to Hallmark. Not as quite on the nose, which was nice. But that was also comes with the direction and the acting too. Come from Farhad was let's play this real with subtext and everything else that's going on and not make it so just on the nose, so that was really freeing and nice in that sense.
I really loved all 3, and that's what's so brilliant about this movie is not only give you one satisfying relationship, it gives you 3 satisfying relationships, and they're all different and they're all incredibly well done. The main setup for the reason why it's called Mixed Baggage is that Leanne Lapp's character Evie is on a connecting flight from Phoenix to Los Angeles. And she meets this guy named Jake, who's charming and sweet. And they have this connection. They have this meet cute, as you might say. He has gone to Phoenix to get a ring for his friend, Ray. And he has it in his bag. They happen to both have the same bag from, they both have the same vintage bag with them. And they end up accidentally taking each other's bags, and they don't have each other's phone numbers or whatever. And she has this prosthetic nose for this movie shoot that they're doing up in Vancouver. So she connects from Los Angeles to Vancouver, and then she realizes that she has the wrong bag. And of course, he realizes that he has the wrong bag and doesn't have the ring. And what you end up having is all these misconnections, all of these back and forth, and they start to get to know each other. And so Evie and Jake, their relationship is very much a love at first sight kind of relationship, which is done so well. And the chemistry is completely there. Absolutely loved their chemistry. And the like cute moments when he first texts her, he asked this lady in the grocery store parking lot, like, what should I say? What should I do? And he's just really cute and awkward and funny. And then they go on this first date and it's super awkward and it doesn't go well, but they still kind of give it another chance. And their kiss is like pitch perfect. Loved it in the rain. It was so good. And then you have Olivia and Raymond, and they're like a different kind of relationship because they've been dating for 6 years. She's kind of wondering when is he going to ask her and he gets really nervous because he's got to have like the perfect proposal, and she kind of is like critical of some other people's proposals. Then he's like, oh, I don't know if I can give the right proposal. And then what ends up happening with them was just so adorable and so cute. And I loved both of those performances from Alex Barima as Raymond and Faith Wright as Olivia. Another one with absolutely great chemistry. And at a certain point, because Jake has the engagement ring, Evie thinks that Olivia so Evie thinks that Olivia is the fiance of Jake. And so there's all these miscommunications, and it's just really cute that way. And so then you have Michael, who is Evie's boss on this film shoot, and he's very like serious and dedicated to his job and everything. But there is Barbara, who is the makeup lady, and he likes spending time at the makeup trailer. And it's a really good friends to lovers kind of situation. They're nervous because he works for her. He doesn't want to mess things up at work, all this stuff, but they have this really great chemistry. And when he first asks her out, it is absolutely adorable. And I loved that scene. It's interesting because they don't actually have that many scenes, Barbara and Michael, but I just loved, again, their chemistry. And I loved that little bit of like awkwardness, like they don't exactly know what to say to each other. And at a certain point, Barbara really goes for it and she kisses him. And it's like, it doesn't go the way that she planned. And I thought that awkwardness was really interesting and very well acted by both of the actors. And so when she finally admits that she's liked him for a long time, but she was kind of nitpicking, and that she criticized the way he cut sandwiches. And so their final scene together is absolutely legendary. It's so good. I love all of the acting, all the performances. I think the writing is absolutely almost flawless. I think the writing is top notch. One of the best scripts I've ever read in this genre. So if you haven't seen it, you have to watch it on Up Faith and Family, their channel, but you can get like a 7-day trial on Amazon. So just get the trial, watch Mixed Baggage. You won't regret it. It's one of the best rom-coms in a long time. And I absolutely just love all three love stories. And it's so hard to do, to combine 3 love stories in one and make it all work and make it all charming and have everybody have chemistry. And yeah, this one is a winner. I absolutely loved it. I've watched it many, many, many times. And so check it out. You won't regret it. I'll put a playlist to all my Mixed Baggage content from Hallmarkies podcast. And please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. And make sure you check out Hallmarkies podcast and check out the Patreon group. That's the biggest way you can help. And that really, really makes a big difference to us. And then also have the merch store, which have tons of fun designs. So please take a look at that. And thanks so much, everybody. We'll talk to you later. Bye.